In Oracle Fusion, many consultants are not clear on difference between credit memo and debit memo in accounts payable. They are not clear on when to use a credit memo, when to use a debit memo, who creates them, either supplier or buyer, what will be their impact on accounting and AP liability, and what will be the impact on amount that needs to be paid to the supplier. In this video, we will see when to use credit memo and debit memo, and we will see that with a business scenario with examples, and we will also see how to create and apply credit memo and debit memo, what will be the accounting entries and impact on liability, and how netting will happen during payment process request. In other words, how it will impact the amount that needs to be paid to the supplier while making the payment. And we will also discuss the best practices or key points to be remembered when coming to credit memo and debit memo in accounts payable. If you want to understand end-to-end process clearly, watch this video. Let's get started. In accounts payable, an invoice is a document received from a supplier requesting payment for goods or services provided to the company. In simple words, invoice equal to supplier asking company to pay money. To understand this with a simple example, if Amazon bought 100 laptops from Dell each for $1,000, Dell sends an invoice to Amazon with the details as quantity 100, amount as $1 lakh, and payment terms as net 30. It means that once Amazon receives this invoice from Dell, Amazon has to pay $1 lakh to Dell in next 30 days. In real world, there are different ways in which Dell can send the invoice to Amazon, and Amazon can enter that invoice in Oracle Fusion accounts payables. Here are the some of the ways. Amazon can enter the invoice using manual process where it goes to AP module and enter the invoices, or it can use FPDI, file-based data import method, or when Dell sends the invoice to Amazon over email, it can use invoice image scanning approach to scan that image and insert the data into AP interface tables, and when it runs the payables invoices import program, invoice gets created. Our invoice can be sent using B2B approach from Dell to Amazon, or Dell can enter the invoice in the supplier portal for which access is given to Dell by Amazon. Dell enters the invoice there and that will be created in Oracle Fusion, or another approach can be using electronic data interface. These are, I'm just want to give the real-time picture of it. This is how invoice gets created, and this invoice will have invoice type as standard. This is important point to understand. Now let us jump into credit memo and debit memos. Let us focus on credit memo first. Let us take a scenario wherein supplier has sent 100 laptops, but out of which 2 laptops are damaged. So company has returned those 2 laptops to supplier. In that case, supplier has to reduce his invoice amount, right, that he has sent earlier for 100 laptops. In that case, he will issue a credit memo. This credit memo will reduce the company's liability to the supplier and is used to reduce the invoice amount. And if you see here, it is created by the supplier. The direction it comes from supplier to the U means organization, in our case Amazon, and it reduces the invoice amount that he has already sent earlier. And credit memo is a type of invoice. Now let us look at debit memo. Let us take a scenario wherein company has ordered 100 laptops, but Dell has sent only 98 laptops, but he sent invoice for 100 laptops. In that case, company can create a debit memo and send to the supplier. The debit memo also reduces amount we owe to the supplier. If you look at here, it is created by the buyer company, in our case Amazon, and it is sent to the supplier, and Amazon claims from the supplier to reduce the invoice amount. And debit memo is also an invoice type. In nutshell, both credit memo and debit memo reduces what we owe to the supplier. If you see here, whether credit memo or debit memo, both will reduce the payment that we need to pay to the supplier. Similarly, it reduces AP liability to the supplier. Netting happens automatically during payment process request. So during payment process request, it picks all the standard invoices and the debit memos and credit memos to the supplier. The credit memo and debit memo will reduce the amount that needs to be paid to the supplier. Let us execute an use case wherein we will create a standard invoice with number SI 100 for $1 lakh, and then we will create a credit memo and debit memo for the same supplier with number CM 100 and DM 100 for $2,000 each. And while making the payment, we will pay 3 invoices together, and the amount that we pay to the supplier reduces from $1 lakh to $96,000, as credit memo and debit memo represents reduced liability to the supplier. Navigate to the Fusion instance, go to Payables applications, click on task list, click on create invoice. Now let us create a standard invoice SI 100 for $1 lakh. Enter the business unit supplier site and select the invoice type as standard. I have entered the required data, and I have used staple supplier as Dell is not available. Hope you understand that. Click on save. Scroll down. Click on plus icon. Select the amount as 1 lakh. Select a distribution set. I'm taking miscellaneous expenses. Click on save. Click on validate. Adjust the header and lines amount. Lines amount is $1,09,500. Validate the invoice again. There is a tax and freight applied to that invoice. That is the reason it has been increased to $109,500. Now post the invoice to GL. Similarly, create credit memo for the staple supplier for $2,000. Click on save and create next. Select the required data. I have entered the required data, and note that the type of invoice has been selected as credit memo, as we are creating a credit memo. And if you click on save, it will throw an error saying that you must enter negative number. So credit memo, has these are going to reduce the liability to the supplier. The amount should be in negative. Value of the amount should be in negative. Click on save. Click on create icons in lines tab. Select the amount as minus 2000. Select a distribution set. Click on validate. Adjust the header amount to lines amount minus 2190. Validate the invoice again. Invoice has been validated. Post to ledger. Click on save and create next, and we will create the debit memo now. Enter the required information. I have entered the supplier and number has DM 100 and minus 2000, and note that the type of the invoice is debit memo. Now go to the lines level and create a line for $2,000. Select a distribution set. Adjust the header amount to lines amount and validate the invoice again. Now the invoice has been validated. Post the invoice to GL. Now let us make the payment for the invoice. Go to Payables application, click on Payments, go to Task List, click on Create Payment, enter the business unit supplier site, select the disbursement bank account as Bank of America 2869. Payment process profile is Swift. This is an existing payment process profile. I am using that. Come down. Under Invoices to Play section, click on Select and Add. This is the invoice, standard invoice SM100, and these are the credit memos and debit memos. Standard invoice is for $1,09,500. Select all the three. We want to make the payment for standard invoice, and there is credit memo and debit memo. Let us apply them so that the amount that needs to be paid to the standard invoice will be reduced, as these are negative amounts. Click on apply, click on OK, and if you see here, the amount that needs to be paid has been reduced to $1,05,000 120. It is reduced from $1,09,500 to $1,05,000 120 because of the negative amounts that is coming from the credit memo and debit memo. Click on Save and Close. Payment has been completed for $1,05,000 instead of $1,09,000. It has been reduced due to debit memo and credit memos. Go back to the Payables application. Go to Invoices. Go to Task List. Click on Manage Invoices. And query for the invoice SI100. Click on the invoice. And if you see, click on the Validate section. $1,09,500 has been fully paid. If you go to Payment section, we can see that this is the payment number that has been used to make the payment. And if you go to the payment, it shows all the invoices that has been selected under this payment and how much amount that has been paid. So in nutshell, debit memo and credit memo both reduce the supplier liability, and when those are paid along with the standard invoice, it will reduce the amount that we pay to the supplier. If you find this video helpful, please like the video, leave your feedback in the comment section. If you are serious about learning Oracle Fusion Finance, subscribe to the channel. In the next video, we will discuss about prepayment invoices.